Sometimes life becomes so fast-paced and dazzling that we forget the very purpose of our existence. We get lost in the world, its pleasures, its distractions, its promises, and often we realize our mistake only when something shakes us from within. This is the story of Newman, a young man who had everything but still felt empty, a life full of comfort but void of peace. Newman was smart, well-educated, and highly successful. By the age of 30, he had secured a top-level position at a multinational company. He owned a luxury car, a beautiful house, and traveled abroad for leisure regularly. To outsiders, his life was perfect, but inside he was lost. Despite all the achievements, there was a void, something missing. He often felt anxious at night, restless for no reason. But instead of turning to Allah, he drowned himself further into entertainment, socializing, and material distractions. His mother would often gently remind him, "Son, this world is only temporary. Don't forget Allah. Perform your prayers." Newman would smile and reply, "I'm still young, Mom. I'll start praying later. There's plenty of time for that." Little did he know, time doesn't always wait. The turning point. One day, Newman was driving to another city for a business meeting when his car met with a horrific accident. The crash was so intense that his car was completely totaled. When he regained consciousness, he was lying in a hospital bed. His body was wrapped in bandages. Pain surged through every muscle. He couldn't speak for days. The doctors told him he was lucky to survive. For 48 hours, he was swinging between life and death. For the first time in his life, Newman came face to face with the reality of death. That night, as he stared at the hospital ceiling, unable to sleep, a terrifying thought echoed in his heart. If I had died, what would I have taken to my Lord? What did I prepare for the hereafter? The tears rolled down his cheeks. He realized that despite all the success, he had not prepared for the one journey that truly mattered, the journey back to Allah. An unexpected reminder. In the hospital ward, an elderly man was lying next to Newman. Despite his illness, he prayed all 5 prayers on time, recited Quran, and frequently made dhikr. One day he looked at Newman with kindness and said, "My son, Allah is the most merciful. If you turn to Him sincerely, He can erase all your past. All you need is one true moment of repentance." These words struck Newman deeply. That night, for the first time in years, he raised his hands and cried, "Ya Allah, forgive me. I've wasted my life. Give me one more chance." The Quran opened his heart. A few days later, Newman's mother brought him a copy of the Quran. He opened it randomly, and his eyes fell upon a verse that felt as though it was revealed just for him. "Qul ya ibadiya alladhina asrafu ala anfusihim. La taqnatu min rahmatillah, inna Allaha yaghfiru dhunub. Innahu huwal ghafurur rahim." Surat Az-Zumar 39:53. Translation. Say, O my servants who have transgressed against themselves by sinning, do not despair of the mercy of Allah. Indeed, Allah forgives all sins. Truly, He is the most forgiving, the most merciful. These words hit him like a wave of light. How could he have forgotten that Allah's door is never closed? That no matter how far we go, the moment we turn back, Allah is waiting. In that moment, Noman made a vow. I will live the rest of my life for the one who gave me a second chance. A new beginning. After being discharged from the hospital, Noman didn't go back to his company. He went to the mosque. He made wudu with trembling hands, stood in prayer after so many years, and when he went into sujood, he wept uncontrollably. It was as if his soul had returned to its source. From that day on, his life changed. He started offering all 5 prayers daily. He began learning the Qur'an with understanding. He attended Islamic classes and surrounded himself with righteous company. He served his parents with love and humility. He donated to the poor and helped orphans. His friends noticed the change. Some mocked him. "You've become religious now? A Maulvi?" He smiled and replied, "Yes, I've returned to the one who remembered me, even when I had forgotten him." A mother's tears of joy. His mother watched his transformation with tear-filled eyes. Every time she saw him go for Fajr or heard him reciting the Qur'an,
Her heart thanked Allah. Ya Allah, she would whisper in sujood, you accepted my dua. You brought my son back to you. Serving the Deen. A year later, Noman made another life-changing decision. He left his corporate job and converted his business into a charitable organization. He used his skills to serve the Deen, running free workshops for youth, distributing Qur'ans, and supporting Islamic schools. He gave regular talks, encouraging other young Muslims not to delay repentance. He often said, "You don't have to be perfect to turn to Allah. You just have to be sincere." The real success. Noman's life was no longer defined by how much money he made, but by how many hearts he touched, how many people he helped, and how much closer he drew to his Creator. His days were filled with prayer, reflection, service, and most importantly, peace. The same man who once chased the world now found happiness in a sajda, tranquility in the Quran, and joy in serving others. The message. Noman's story reminds us that it's never too late. No matter how sinful we've been, the door of repentance is always open. Allah doesn't want perfection. He wants our return.
And once we turn back, He not only forgives us, He honors us. Final dua. O Allah, grant us sincere repentance, Taba Nasul. Include us among those who constantly return to You. Purify our hearts, make us from Your righteous servants. Allow our final deeds to be our